Today, we're going to talk about building a hands-off online business. So this question is an absolute doozy. This was something that was asked to me on Instagram saying, "How can I build my business in like the most hands-off fashion?" Now, ultimately, I thought this was a great question because I've fielded similar questions from other coaches and course creators. So I wanted to record an episode specifically on this to share my thoughts and opinion and give and reflect back some things to consider. Ultimately, I think that this question is flawed. I think you need to determine hands off of what. Can we build a hands off business? I don't think so. Obviously, there's going to be examples where it is possible, but I think it's more a question of where do you want your hands? There are multiple things to do inside of your business. And when you're saying, how do I build a hands off business? There's likely something inside of your business you don't want to do, and you would rather spend your time on something else. Can you build a business completely hands off? No, I don't think so. There are always going to be something that you have to do in order for your business to grow. It is simply the responsibilities of becoming an entrepreneur and a business owner. So we have to understand that with everything in business, we're either going to pay with our time or our money. So we have to determine if we want to be hands off, it means we don't want to pay with our time, we want to pay with our money. If we can see that dynamic, we're just simply adjusting how that thing is being handled, or we're shifting it somewhere else. Okay. Or shifting the time from that one thing into something different. So typically, when this is asked to me, it's coming from a position of wanting to be hands off of social media. That is typically where it's coming from. People not wanting to post daily on Instagram and TikTok and that sort of thing. Now, we do have options. If you want to be hands off of social media, you can have somebody else manage your social media. My wife in the past has hired multiple social media agencies, or I believe 6 months she had a company that was managing her Instagram. There was another time where she had somebody creating short form content for her Instagram as well. Now, she didn't want to be producing the content, so she shifted and then she hired that out. Now, when as soon as we start to change this dynamic, we have to understand the results and implications of those choices. If you want to be present on social media, but you want to be hands off, that means that you're likely going to have somebody else doing it for you. So, what that means now is now you have to hire someone to do it for you. That means it's going to cost you money to hire them and pay them. But that also means now you have to go through the process of hiring, filtering through the job applications, determining who's a best fit, training those people, potentially firing those people, hiring more people. And that itself isn't hands off. You still have to be involved in just a different capacity. Instead of creating, editing, and posting the content, you're now hiring and managing and monitoring the people that are doing it. So do you want to accept that responsibility? If no, the answer might be, okay, I'm not going to post on Instagram and TikTok. But that goes into a broader question of, well, your business is going to need attention in order to grow. If nobody knows about your business, nobody's going to purchase your products and services. It's fairly simple. You don't have to be on Instagram. You don't have to be on TikTok. I know plenty of businesses that are built without being on those social platforms, but you need to be somewhere. So that might be, okay, well, instead of posting on Instagram, you're going to post on TikTok. Or instead of being on social, you're going to do a podcast or a YouTube channel. And maybe you don't want to be present on any of those. You can build your business completely offline using in-person events. You can do joint venture and partnership deals to leverage other people's audiences. But we need to understand we can't build a hands-off business, but we can adjust where we put our hands within our business. So we need to adjust the question that we're asking so that we can start to identify better solutions to that. That is it for today. I hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon.